Welcome back to another episode on Mbono Media project promoting local creativity. And today we just have this phenomenal person that I would not even want to waste your time and just get to it. We have the CEO of Mbono Media. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, man. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself? How are you?
I'm good, yeah.
So people get to know you better, then who is the CEO of Mbono Media?
Okay, first of all, my name is Mbono Media. I'm from around Tembisa in a small section called Kopano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I grew up here actually, because I came around 2009. That's a very long time, So I've been pushing my project since I came here, because I remember when I came, it was in 2009, and I was doing my grade 7, like I'm Venda, by the way. Because I know people have that thing, it doesn't look Venda, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so I did my grade 7 when I came 2009, and then 2010 I went to my grade 8 Kusasa, and then that's where I did my grade 8 till grade 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, so this thing of you being into like the media space, was it like always a passion, or you just woke up one day and be like, let me just try this out?
Yeah. I mean, me being in the media space, I can say it's a calling. I can say it's my destiny, because I remember even when I was young, I used to love drawing. I was a drawer. I used to draw like your Goku. You remember Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
I was a very good drawer. I even went to some competitions at school.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
I was always being artistic. That was me. And then after being in the drawing industry for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I decided like one day I wanna do music, I wanna rap.
Yeah.
But I was whack,
I thought that you was found out your secret talents.
No. I tried, but I believe that it was like a build up of who I'm becoming as an entrepreneur. Sure. I learned a lot throughout that music path, like meeting a lot of people. I used to go to events, just
building a network.
Exactly, just talking to people, building my contacts. Mm-hmm. And then after rapping for a while, I was like, nah, this is not for me. Let me try something behind the scenes. Because I'm a very shy person.
Okay.
I'm very shy. I'm not like out there. So I decided like, nah, let me do the behind the scenes part of everything, Then that's when I bought a computer and a MIDI keyboard. I had like, you remember that big computer?
Desktop.
Yeah, with that thing. So I started to make beats then, and I was just learning, watching tutorials on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward, I was in grade 10, I think. Grade 10, yeah. And then my dad bought me a camera, like a small camera. Actually he didn't buy it for me, but he just bought it. He just came back with the camera from work. But because I was just the older guy in the house, I was like, nah, it's mine. Let me use it. And then I took that camera. Yeah. I went with my guys whom I used to rap with, because remember I was a producer, right? So I know a lot of rappers. So we went to the park and then we shot a video. And I came back home, I downloaded this other free software. It's called Movali, if I'm not mistaken. Like, those free, when you export, you see that watermark. Yeah. So, I downloaded the software, and then we were just editing the music video, playing around. And then we released it, The time goes, we're shooting a lot of videos. Fast forward, I finished my matric now. Yeah. I applied at UJ. Yeah, I applied at UJ. I wanted to study some media stuff,
Mm-hmm.
They gave me everything. I applied for a rest, they gave me everything, and then but after like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I was like, nah, actually this is not what I want, And then I left that UJ part of things, and then I went to Boston Media House.
So can I just stop you there for a second? So you went into UJ, got through the process, not even through the course.
Yeah, I was like, nah, this.
So like, how did the parents take that? Like, because you know how parents be.
They were mad, because even the media stuff, they didn't like it,
Yeah.
Because
I wanted you to be at office student time.
In high school, I was like a very top student when it comes to accounting. Like, I was very good with accounting, so they wanted me to study accounting, maybe like my sister.
So you expected to use be like that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Accounting and stuff.
But I was like, no, I can't. The reason why I was studying accounting is because I knew, or maybe I don't know, maybe it was just a manifest that one day you're gonna be an entrepreneur, so you're gonna need this background in business, in accounting and even maths and stuff like that. Yeah. So the reason why I went to Boston Media House, because I felt like with what I want to do, right, I had to like be in a very small space of students, not really a crowded space, because now remember in media, you need to ask a lot of questions. So for instance, if I was in UJ, I wasn't gonna be able to talk to a lecture like maybe every day. There was gonna be some email thing of which I don't even understand. So I knew if I go to Boston, then it's gonna be very few, and you can talk to your lecturer even via WhatsApp, face to face like every day. So yeah, that's why I actually went to Boston Media House. I was studying media practice. I remember my first year I was doing television, sound engineering, public relations, marketing, a lot of things, like a lot of things in media, because that's what they do when you get there for your first year. You have to study like all these things, and then you go to your second year, you choose like 4 from the 8 that you had from your first year, and then finally you have to choose like one major. Maybe you want to major in television, public relations, radio, And remember, like throughout this, from my first year, doing my first year, and then starting throughout, I had a company. That's when I started Mbono Media House actually. Because, and I know maybe a lot of people are asking themselves, what does Mbono mean? Actually, to be honest, Mbono doesn't mean anything, But when I named Mbono, I thought I was saying Mbono is vision.
Vision.
Yeah, like Mbono. But when I asked my mom, she was like, no, it's not Mbono, it's Bono.
Oh, so now without the M, it's vision, Bono.
Yeah, Bono, inventor. But I was like, the name is very cool. Mbono is like...
It's quite easy
to
tell.
It's cool. And even when I researched, I saw it means something, I think in Swahili. It means coming together. I was like, let me...
Makes sense.
Yeah, let me just keep Mbono,
So now that you mentioned that you started the company while you were still at Boston, when was that exactly? Like a year?
No, I think I was still in my first year, but towards
2017.
2017, yeah.
2017. So it's been quite some time.
Yeah, it is, bro. Like, it was in 2017 November. I went to Limpopo. I had a gig. I was shooting a video that side, and then I was just talking to the guys like, I wanna start something, because I was just doing photo shoots, shooting music videos, but without branding myself. I would just have my name there, directed by blah 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 blah. But I wanted to grow a brand, So that's when I started Mbono Media House in 2017. I was in Limpopo when I came with the whole idea. I was shooting a video that side. Then I came back to Josie. I remember it was around November, right? So we were going for that Christmas break, and when we went back Feb, I was like, no, actually this thing of just shooting music videos and
not enough.
It's not gonna work for me, because I wanted to build a brand at the end of the day. Because remember, music videos are just a trend. I mean, I come through as a director, maybe I shiny effect apply. All the artists are gonna come to me, and then you come through now. You come with a different effect, and then all the artists are gonna come to you. So when I'm left with no clients, right? So I was like, let me actually build something that's gonna sustain me for the rest of my life, So that's when I was like, let me brand this thing. I remember I started a magazine. I was still I was doing my second year by then, so I started a magazine at school. I had this other girl who she was actually my ex-girlfriend. I was dating her from.
So we're getting also some relationship.
She was cool. She was helping me with the magazine, the writing part of things, with a friend. So we just three. It was like a college journal. So we're writing the mags and stuff. But funny enough, it didn't come out. You know, because I didn't know by then that you can actually do a magazine online. You know, I was just looking in the printing part of things. So I was going up and down looking for funding. Yo, please give me money to print. I remember by that time, I needed like 1.6 to actually print out like 30 magazines. That I wanted. Yeah, because that's the only thing I was looking into. I didn't know about the online thing. I mean, I grew up in the wood. We didn't have the internet that much. Even at school, we were not allowed to go to the computer center if we were to I don't remember. Yeah, you know that school was like very work. You know, so from grade 8,
I mean,
you know. So yeah, man. So after the magazine, time went, and then I spoke to my guys whom I work with. I was like, no, actually we can do more with this thing, you know, not just the magazine. I mean, we're a media company. I'm studying media, so now I'm getting to know like a lot of things that I didn't know, you know. So came TV. You know, I did a TV channel. It was online. I mean on YouTube. So we're shooting like shows, updates, just news updates by then. Then we had a talk show. And then we're pushing that, begging people to subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and then we grew in that space, you know. The TV channel grew. Even the magazine was also catching up now, because now I learned that no, actually you don't have to do just hard copies, but you can actually do it online. But my online, the funny part, it was Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. I didn't have a website. I didn't have a clue on how to create my own website. So, okay, fast forward, but now I was getting challenged now. You know, I can't just broadcast on
of course,
YouTube and Facebook or Instagram. So I had to be in a bigger space. You know, I needed to compete with other people in the game. So I tried to create a website. I remember my first website was it was mbonomedia.co.za, the one that I use now. But before that, I bought it under this other hosting company that I'm not going to promote for free. So I didn't have a clue by then on, okay, I bought a domain, then what? You know, so I thought like you just buy a domain, then everything's going to be there. But now I didn't know that you have to buy hosting, buy an SSL certificate, you know.
All those things. Yeah,
so I tried again. I tried to buy this. So when I tried to go back to that domain, they were like, no. I mean, I didn't remember the login details for that particular website. So I had to buy another one. I bought Mbono Media SA.co.za. Time went. No, I think I used it for like 3 months, and then it crashed because I didn't have money to pay. And by the time, the money was like, I think it was 160 to pay for a website.
Can I just talk for a minute? Sorry about that. So when you were mentioning all this, at that point in your life, what is the family saying? Are they like, oh, okay, you actually did it, or we can actually see the vision now? And then the support is starting to come in. People are like reaching out. What do you need? What can we help you? Was it like that transition in your life, or people are still ignorant? So like, we still want to wait and see what he actually has to do.
I feel like people were waiting, you know, but even though I didn't care about like them, because remember, I mean, this is life. Nobody owes you anything. You know, you owe yourself your own success. You know, you need to hustle for yourself. Don't blame other people if your things are not going right. You know, so I had that mentality. You know, I can say the thing that made me sort of have people to talk about me. I was reaching out. You know, I was reaching out to people. You know, I will come back to the website situation. So I was actually reaching out to local artists. I can say that gave me so much attention, because I remember I would like, if maybe you were a rapper like this and then you are popping in the hood, I would send you a DM like, yo, I'm a student, I'm studying television, can I shoot you a video? And then in return, I'm just going to use the video for my profile. You know, that's what I used to do. And then I got this other big artist from Limpopo, his name is MJ, and then he allowed me to shoot his video. And then that video blew up, you know, I think we got like 30,000 views. And that's when I started like to get, you know, gigs now and then. And then fast forward again, I got DJ Cat. You know, I don't know if you know DJ Cat is a comedian.
No,
This
I'm
other
familiar with them.
funny guy. So he posted the other day on his Facebook. It was like, I made a photograph.
And
And
then
then, yeah, I replied. I was like, I am one. You know, and it's crazy because at that time, the previous week at that time, I had like a photo shoot with my dad. You know, so I sent him the very same pictures that I shot my pops that first week. You know, so yeah, you know, and then he called me back. I was like, okay, where are you? I was like, I'm here in Gauteng. I was like, no, but I need a photographer in there. I was like, no, it's fine. I can travel. I don't mind. You know, I was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. Then I went, you know, and then took pictures with Kachi. I mean, really, like, it was very big. It still is. But by that time, it was like popping.
So we could say that was like a breakthrough.
Yeah, I can say it was, you know, because even when I went back to school, people were like, oh shit, bro, you're working with that guy.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, oh yeah. And it's crazy because after that, it didn't just pay me and be like, cool, you know.
It was actually like a relationship type of thing.
Yeah, you know, so till today, you know, we are like homies.
Yeah, shout out to Katu, man.
Yeah, yo, bro. I was with him actually like I think like 3 weeks back, we're shooting a video. It's gonna come out on the 17th with his EP. He's gonna drop an EP on the 17th.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, we still homies. He put me on. Also, shout out to McJ. He put me on. You know, and not forgetting my guys that I actually work with.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you mentioned your dad.
Yeah.
Is like, did he like play like a huge role? Because like you've been mentioning your dad.
Bro.
I don't know about the moms, but the dad seems like he's been in the picture, being like the self-esteem that you needed and the confidence that was like boosted by him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, like our moms will always be our day ones, you know. But you know, in this black culture, mostly, like the father is the decision maker of the family.
Yeah.
You know, so when I say my dad, obviously my dad doesn't take decisions alone. You know, he includes my mom in everything that they do.
Okay.
You know, so obviously whatever that I tell my mom or my dad, obviously they're gonna talk about it. So the reason why I've been mentioning my dad throughout, I don't think I would even be where I am right now without him, you know.
Yeah.
Because
I hope you can see that, and like they took some notes because you spoke some really valid stuff.
Yeah.
And now I want to just fast forward to you, like the media house now.
Yeah.
Now it's an actual
media house
with like actual employees and actually like functionality.
Yeah.
So like, how's that going?
It's going well, you know, but I just want to explain a bit about how it got to where it is right now. I mean, I know maybe some people might be asking themselves, how did he get the money to buy the cameras, to buy the equipment, to buy that, you know? Honestly, I had to, like, you know, I remember I had to get a job sometimes. I was still in school actually. So they had like a post at school that they were looking for an editor or a camera operator.
Yeah.
So I applied, you know, and it's crazy because they gave me that job, you know. And also not just because, you know, I was a very top performing student, you know, I had to work hard, you know, to get the things that I got at school, you know. So, and then I got a call. I went for an interview and then they were like, no, okay, yes, fine, start now. And I remember they asked me, do you want to use a Windows computer or an Apple? I said an Apple. I didn't even know how to use an Apple by that time. I was like, no, I want to use an Apple. You know. And yeah, I went in there, you know, I think I worked for like 8 months.
Yeah.
I was saving by that time. I was saving some monies. And then, and then I had my first studio at Kopano. But before that, remember, I had like a one room and then I would just lift my bed against the wall just to shoot things, you know. But it's fine. So I got the 2-room studio and then, you know, we had the ceiling on, mat, TV, a couch, flower, you know. So yeah, that's where we were actually shooting the TV shows. I feel like that's where I got the motivation to go further, you know, like actually you can do this, you can do this, you know. So explaining the whole media thing now, because right now I have a lot of sub companies under one media house, which is the magazine, the TV, radio, the static billboards, and now I'm gonna open a print shop.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
great.
So yeah, so radio came. How did radio come actually? Yeah, I remember I got another job after I quit that side. I got an offer, at Zonk Radio, is this other radio in Kenya.
Okay.
I got an offer. They were like, come through actually. So actually, when they called me, they wanted me for like television stuff.
Yeah.
But when I went there, I was like, I know radio. I studied radio, so I know radio. I know the technical things of radio because they would have a problem, and then I would go in there and fix it.
Mm.
So I think that went for like a month, and then I called a meeting with the boss. I was like, now I'm a radio technician. Can you work around the contract? I mean, I must be getting more, because I'm not just doing the TV side of things, but I'm also doing
technical stuff now.
Radio.
Yeah.
So, ironically, before I actually went to that radio station, right? Okay, it's like a media house with radio, TV, blah blah, a lot of stuff. So, but before, I opened like an Instagram account, like a radio Instagram account of my own radio that I have right now, Mbono Radio. I did it like before they even called me that side, So I worked at that company for like 2-3 months. And then after 3 months, I was getting money now, and then I managed to buy equipment to start my own radio station, right? So I posted on my WhatsApp and Instagram. So when I got to, it was on weekend when I posted. When I got to work on Monday, they called me in the boardroom and they told me that I'm fired. Yeah, because I started my own radio.
So actually they were intimidated by you, basically.
Yeah, they said I'm competition, blah blah blah, so I can't. He has a contract with them.
Station,
And then they called me. They said, okay, with me they gave me like a warning. But okay, I took the warning, right? I went back, but I thought they also gave my friend a warning.
And that was not the case.
Yeah, but they fired him, And then after he told me that, I went back to the boss. I was like, why did you fire Victor? Because that was just a picture, If Victor is fired, then I'm also leaving. Yeah. And then I took my bag and he took his bag and then we left the office and then we vibed. Yeah.
This just shows how much of risks that are put into entrepreneurship,
Bro, I had to take the risk, and I left, came back, I was thinking, okay, now, bro, you're jobless now, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What's the next move now? So came back, worked on my radio station, I set up a nice website. I tried to get monetized for like the past 6 months. They were not allowing me, like monetizing your website, where you can like play ads and get something out of that. So actually, I wanted to rely on that, but it wasn't happening, because I didn't have enough traffic.
Yeah.
So I had like a few people, because I remember before with the TV things, presenters would come and then every show I would give them at least $200 for every show. And I had like close to like 6 shows that time, so you can imagine how much I was spending per week, right? So radio came and then I had to talk with the guys. I was like, yo guys, with radio you're gonna have to come every day and I can't afford to pay you guys every day right now. So why not have a contract that's gonna say, okay, now we are pushing this thing and then when it pops, this is what you're gonna get. Radio started and then we had like 3 shows, like Monday to Thursday, and then we had like weekend shows from Friday to Saturday. So I was pushing radio. We are still at the 2-room. And the funny part, I would sleep there, because I couldn't afford to like wake up every day from Cleveland. Cleveland, that's where I'm from. That's where my family moved to Cleveland like a few years back. But they didn't sell this house though, so I could still.
The studio.
Yeah, I used the studio as the house as the studio, the 2-room. But to use the 2-room, I had to rent out my other room that I had so that I can cover that one, because they are also running a business. So so we're pushing radio, pushing radio. And we reviewed everything after like 2 months. We're like, oh damn, we're actually sitting on 10,000 listeners. Wow. And yeah, I just worked around branding the whole thing, setting up, promoting the website, and getting like guests to boost the numbers of the station.
Yeah.
And then I met this other guy. His name is JB, right?
Yeah.
I met that guy with the other guy named Soli.
Yeah.
Soli came to me and was like, wow, really? So my company's gonna move in here.
Yeah.
It's like a very nice double-story house.
Yeah.
One of the guys that you work with right here, he knows. He came the other day to my office, and then he will tell you like it's really amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we are right now. Yeah, I'm just I'm where I am right now. But things were not easy though.
Yeah.
I had to go through a lot of stuff to be where I am right now. I had to work hard. I went through depression. I went through a lot of stuff, So, but I never gave up, and that's why I am where I am right now with a media company that's operating even though I'm not there. My company is running right now, but I'm not even there.
Yeah.
I have radio shows. I have people shooting TV shows. But I'm not even there. I'm here doing this right now. Then that's when I'm starting to feel that I actually have a company. I can leave for a month and the company is still gonna run, even though I'm not there
Physically.
Yeah. So yeah, it's now it has grown, and we have like more than 17 employees. I mean, that's very huge for me at this age. I'm only 23. That's very big for me.
Yeah, it just shows how much time you left with in the industry and how much you're still gonna do.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm happy to hear that you're still empowering the youth. In terms of you employing them.
Yeah.
And providing jobs.
Definitely.
With all that being said, man, that was a very intriguing story.
Yeah.
I mean, I also felt it because I'm also into that space.
Yeah.
So with I know this sounds cliche, but with the viewers at home, or for that other kid that also got bought a camera and doesn't know what to do with it, but has that ambition inside.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say with how they take on this journey as well?
Okay. First of all, what I want to say to you right there at home is that I'm not gonna say never give up, because probably you hear those words like every day. I need you to get up and then do what you wanna do. Whatever that you're thinking about, go do it. Don't be scared to fail, because obviously when you start, you're not gonna be perfect, so you're gonna have to build your way up, So don't be scared to fail. Don't be scared to fail. That's what I can say. Just go do whatever that you wanna do. Don't be scared of who's gonna say what. Doesn't work like that. Go out there, do what you wanna do, and then you're gonna make it.
You've heard it from the CEO himself, Mr. Mbono, and from us, what I've learned as well as that perseverance and taking risks is always gonna get you there. Consistency is very important. And now, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah,
I appreciate your time. You're a busy man.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Until next time, Machusa Media House Projects. Thank you.